I can't see anything.
आता ही फिक्स जमीन आहे बघ तिकडे अटॅच. मलाही गंमत वाटलं एवढं मोठं होऊ शकतं म्हणजे काही नवीन नाही आणि एवढं लोड सगळं.
अच्छा मला वाटतं मग आपलं शिप मागे जात होतं.
थोडं मागे घेऊन
त्याच्यामध्ये आलं त्या डॉकच्या जवळ आणि मागे 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 गेलं. Okay, that was my mistake. I thought that the dock is moving. No, our ship got into that little slit and then it was moving towards the dock. But the movement is so weird that we thought that, you know, that whole thing is moving towards the ship. But ship is moving now. Now we can see that. If you will observe the movement, it's very, very slow. But it's going to dock now. Interesting.
लँडिंग प्रोसिजर आहे.
हाँ.
About 80 square miles, and we have over 1 million of inhabitants living over here. So we will be driving also in the square front, so if you don't know anything about this castle, don't worry because I'll tell you later. Well, the town has been established during the 6th century before Christ by the Greeks. They stopped on the coast forward on to the left, establishing a village that was called Partenope. Partenope was the name of one of the mythical mermaid, the Sirens, which actually, according to the legend, were trying to enchant the seas during history. This was happening during the 6th century before Christ. But there was a second establishment, the establishment of a new town, technically named in Greek Naples. So from the coastline, they moved towards the inner land on the left-hand side, and they settled up a new village that was different, establishing Neapolis. So the etymology of Naples means the new town. That's just the meaning of it. And, well, ladies and gentlemen, we are having actually a city that develops, that becomes very important, and it is actually becoming a town where the Romans, the wealthy patricians, were completing their education during their growth. And among the very many people that have attended Naples, I would like to remind you also the arrival and the presence of Nero in the town of Naples. So Nero was actually coming along because he said that only the audience of Naples was having enough knowledge to really understand and appreciate the one in Genoa. And it is just the first port of Italy for the arrival of cruise ship like the one that has just today moored so your cruise ship. And so, well, we are going to drive along a road. We are going to drive along a road that is just running aside the port. And it is where there used to be some of the buildings that were eaten by the bombing of the Second World War. But if you take a careful look, you will be seeing that sometimes on the left-hand side we have some of those buildings as well. Still now, like this. Well, signori, we are just going to drive through part of the Aragonis, so Spanish city fortification that was built towards the end of the 15th century. So these two towers with a little bit of this, fortification is just going back to the 15th century, and it is just remaining as a memory of Giuseppe Garibaldi. Do we have anybody which knows Giuseppe Garibaldi? I mean, not personally, by the way, just, historically saying. where he was actually employed by Victor Emmanuel II to accomplish the mission of conquering Naples. And in fact, he did that. He actually conquered Naples and just brought the kingdom of Naples, which was the most expanded in terms of territory, the most technically up-to-date and the most, actually the richest of Italy, into the hand of the King Victor Emmanuel II. Well, this process has, of course, brought to us economical depression, because all the money found into the city treasury, all the money found in the Bank of Naples, and was the money of the royal family, was the money of the taxes paid by the Neapolitan citizens, were actually taken from the bank and brought to the north of Italy for the development of the north of Italy. What was going on, and this is actually why nowadays, if you know anything about the economy in Italy, or if you know anything about the political activities in Italy, well, you know that there is a party in Italy that wants to divide the country again into having the north, which would have its own independent, independent economy, and the south left actually to his own destiny. Anyway, all the way on the right-hand side we have seats of universities, seats of banks, or some important building activity, which are just making this part from the port area the city of Naples, so the administrative center. As we will be driving along this church to the left, let me tell you something. This church is called the Church of Santa Maria